Hi, so I've been running this channel now for something like 9 years, and in the first 8 years we grew it to about 100,000 subscribers, which is, not bad when you consider what the channel was about. But in the last year, our subscriber numbers have jumped up by another 100,000, so around about 206,000, 207,000 subscribers. When something happens like that, you've got to ask yourself why. What happened where we suddenly got in 1 year the same as we've been struggling to get in the previous 8? That 100,000 subscribers was a massive jump, and I think there were two main reasons. The first one, of course, it was COVID and everybody was at home watching YouTube, which was great. But I think it's down to the second reason. Now, I, of course, read the analytics and I read the advice that YouTube gives us, and it talks about maintaining a theme. It says find a theme, and when you've found your theme that is part of your passion, make sure you stay to your theme. And I did that, but I made a mistake. I confused the theme and the topic because the channel has always had the same theme. It may not be clear sometimes what that theme is, but the theme is there. Now that theme was expressed through batteries, which is a topic. A topic can express a theme, but is not the theme itself. So I did an awful lot of videos about batteries, and you have to ask yourself the question, how many videos can you do about batteries? I mean, batteries are 3 components: anode, cathode, electrolyte, that's it. There are only 4 kinds of batteries on the market, but how many videos can you make about a topic? And it's not that many. After a while, the whole thing becomes very similar to watching still pictures of cabbages. There's just no interest in it because it's limited. It's limited because it's a topic, and when you've fully explored that topic, what do? Anyway, that was the mistake I made, and I think it's very often the mistake a lot of people make. And there's a difference between a theme and a topic. A topic expresses a theme, but a theme is more fundamental. So the theme of my channel, well, I think the theme of my channel is all about empowerment. It's all about using materials around you, using found materials or materials you can make from local resources to construct all kinds of things. I mean, we've done a paper bicycle. And that paper bicycle is not about a paper bicycle. It's about making the sticks and what can be done with those sticks in ways that you wouldn't necessarily think of. So I'm pretty sure that you could make a windmill, pretty sure you could make a car, pretty sure you could make furniture, all out of rolled up newspaper. And we explored that a little bit in a paper bicycle, because that paper bicycle is an example of what can be done with rolled up newspaper. So the theme empowerment. Empowerment is about having access to resources. So we're very interested in those resources being cheap. Empowerment is about having knowledge, so we tend to give a lot of tips. Empowerment is about experimentation, so I tend to encourage people to try different things. So the theme of the channel is actually empowerment through exploration, local resources and experimentation. And if you think about that, that's exactly what the batteries did as well. The batteries were all about that. But the batteries, I got confused with the batteries being a theme and not a topic, are a topic. And so I concentrated on that for 8 years. Then I made a change when I realised what was going on. And when I made that change, and we're having a lot more different things, still exploring that central theme, then the channel has grown actually dramatically. It's doubled in size. It's now 100,000 in 1 year instead of 100,000 in 8 years. And I think that's what they mean when they're talking about a theme. They mean generally what is it that you're about rather than specifically. Now, it's an important theme to me. It's an important theme because globalization has shown to be nothing more than a thin crust on our hopes, particularly with COVID. I mean, curiously enough, there are 2 things that we've tried to get hold of that have actually been really difficult, and that's bamboo and staples. If you want to order bamboo now, you have to wait a bit. I went down to the local store. There's no staples anywhere in the whole of Canterbury. So if I wanted to staple bamboo, I'm completely stuffed. As it happens, I wanted to staple different things. The bike seat. So now I've ordered some staples. I have to wait 4 weeks for them to arrive, which is kind of crazy. And that's because this stuff comes from China, and China isn't shipping anything out because of COVID, and we're all finding shortages of all kinds of things, showing us that globalization is actually a very tenuous, delicate answer, and that more reliance on local resources our own creativity and our own ability to do something is becoming much more important than it ever was. And that's why the theme of the channel is all about that. Of course, how I explore that theme is through various topics. So I wanted to share that with you if you're looking at growing a channel, because I'm hoping you don't make the same mistake I did. Look for your central theme. Focus on your theme, but explore it through different topics. And I think if you do that, you'll suddenly find you have a much broader audience and a much quicker subscription growth. Anyway, I thought I would share those ideas because I know a friend of mine is starting to grow his channel, and I know other people around who are looking at those sort of things. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching, and as YouTube tells us, please remember to subscribe.